Good evening all. So I decided to come and do a quick little tutorial on some homemade gumbo. So basically are the ingredients. I have here probably about a cup and a half or 2 cups of stock that I made, and I use this. This is a shrimp stock or juice, if you want to call it that. And what I did was I put 2 of them in there in boiling water. And I have some crab legs here, a few. I have a few jumbo shrimp and medium-sized shrimp. Some sausage. 1 can of diced tomatoes in its juice. Sweet pepper, okra. 2 different kinds of onions. They're half of an onion. 3 cloves of garlic minced. Fresh thyme. Bay leaves. And here I have a half a teaspoon of basil, crushed pepper, salt seasoning, black pepper, cayenne pepper, and some, of course the video cut off before I could say, Old Bay seasoning. And also, you're going to use 1 cup of butter initially, but you're going to also go back and use a little bit more butter later. And also I have some clam juice that you can buy in a can. Bumblebee makes it, and I'm going to use that also. But right now what I'm doing is I'm preparing what is called the roux, which is the body of the gumbo. So I've melted 1 cup of butter on a very low heat, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in my flour, and I'm going to mix that, and I'm going to let it stay on the fire on low heat until it becomes brown. And then I will come back and I will show you what else to do. And you do that for 30 minutes. So here I am back again. My roux has been cooking for over 30 minutes. And if you notice, the color of the roux has changed. It is now peanut butter color, which is the color that you want it to become. And that's from constant stirring. So this is what I've been doing for the last 30 minutes. And I didn't prepare a whole bunch of roux because I'm not preparing a big old pot of gumbo. It's pretty much a medium-sized pot of gumbo. So, like I said, you stir. You gotta stir, and it has to be on a low to medium heat until it gets this color, which is what gives it its flavor. It's like a toasty base. So into the roux now I have added, because my roux is at the color that I want it. Some people like it darker. You can cook it for longer, about an hour, and it will become really, really dark. The darker the roux, the smokier the flavor. Okay, so as I was saying in the last video, obviously before it cut off, I'm now just kind of like mixing this around. Turn up the fire just a little bit to about a medium heat. And I'm stirring until my onions become a little bit translucent. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in the rest of my ingredients. So before I add all the meats and stuff, I'm going to go ahead and add in the okra and the fresh thyme. And I'm going to add in my seasonings. So I've added in all the other ingredients like the okra and the diced tomatoes. And I'm just going to let this boil a little bit with the, I put the shrimp stock in there and the clam juice that I prepared. The clam juice that I showed you. And I'm just going to let it boil for about maybe 5 minutes or so. And then, okay, so here it is boiling up, and I've added in my sausages. So it's a seafood gumbo with sausage in it, obviously. A smoked sausage. You can use andouille sausage if you have it. I haven't added in the shrimp and the crabs yet because the seafood is cooked and I don't want it, especially the shrimp, to get tough. So I'm going to add it in there probably about 10 minutes before it's finished. But you let this simmer on a low to medium heat for about an hour. Mine has been on now for maybe about 15 minutes or so, so I'm going to let it finish cooking down, and then I'll come back and I will show you the finished results. And basically you eat this over white rice. So I put on a pot of white rice, and I'm going to show you when it's all finished. Stay tuned. So here I am back. It's finished now. Nice and rich. All the seafood has been added. Those pretty shrimps. It tastes amazing and the smell is amazing. So anyway, that's my seafood gumbo, and I'm going to eat it with white rice, as I said before, and I'll put up a picture. Hope you've enjoyed another tutorial, and I hope you try this, and until next time, have a good evening. So here I am back. It's finished now, nice and rich. All the seafood has been added, those pretty shrimps. It tastes amazing and the smell is amazing. So anyway, that's my seafood gumbo, and I'm going to eat it with white rice, as I said before, and I'll put up a picture. Hope you've enjoyed another tutorial, and I hope you try this, and until next time, have a good evening.